Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to my live. It's Laura Rodrick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. It is a Monday this week instead of a Tuesday. I had to go live on Monday. So thanks if you're joining me either live or on the replay. I appreciate it very much. So we're just starting the week. I think we're off to a good start. It's a very nice evening here. We've had some very warm weather. I hope you guys are having good weather. I saw we're supposed to get, not us necessarily, but a little bit more north and across the country storms this week. So I'll pray for everybody's safety. All right, so we're gonna do some fun projects tonight using the flower cart bundle. So some of these projects I think would be perfect for birthdays or even Mother's Day, which I feel will be coming up very quickly. It always kind of sneaks up on me every year. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so you guys, every week I start by doing a little contest, and all you have to do is comment on my video, and then I give away a prize. So last Tuesday when I was live, I showed you a prize that I was going to give away. And then last night I was frantically scrambling because it wasn't on my table where I left it. And I'm like, what happened to it? And I looked all over and realized I had taken it and used it for the Sunday class, the ice cream swirl class, because even though I included some dots with that, there was one packet that I had to put some extra sequins into everybody's kits. So yeah, I used it. So I found something else that we're going to give away. And so this is the Glossy Dots assortment, which is also a really fun embellishment. And the winner for this week was Renee. So Renee, congratulations to you. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to everybody who comments. And I will put this in the mail for you this week. And then this week, all you have to do is comment on my video, either on one of my Facebook pages or on YouTube, and I'm going to give away, for real this time, the Neutrals adhesive back sequins. These are really fun. Silver, gold, copper, brown. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So there you go. That'll be next week. I'm actually not going to be live next week, you guys, so I will be off next week. And so I will see you whatever that next Tuesday is. I think that might be the 30th then, which will be the night we actually do the ice cream swirl class. Okay, all right. Hi, Renee. Hi, Lois. Hi, everybody. Okay, I am going to turn my camera on and let's get started on making some fun cards tonight. All right. So, as you guys are seeing, I have the cover of the new catalog. I can't show you what's inside yet, but that is quickly going to be upon us. May 1st it goes live. But I put this here to remind myself because I keep forgetting to say this during my lives. If you need a catalog, email me and I will be happy to send you a catalog in the mail so you have a copy of this beautiful catalog. So just let me know if you need a catalog. Okay? All right, you guys, we're working out of this mini, which is soon to retire. And tonight's classes are the flower cart bundle. Now, the bundle's retiring, but the stamps and dies will be sold separately in the new catalog. And I think this is a really fun kit. I like it. I think it's pretty. I have to laugh because I was at Hobby Lobby a while ago, I think around Easter, and I found this, which I thought was really cute. Little flower cart, little wooden decoration. So I thought that was fun. So yes, flower cart it is for tonight. Here's a couple of the samples you can see that they've done. Here's another sample on this page that they did with the flower cart kit. Okay, so here's the projects that we're going to do tonight. We've got a happy birthday card. We are going to do the insides tonight too. This happy hello card. A little Mother's Day card. And then we have this, I love how our friendship has grown. All right, let's get started. Okay. I feel a little discombobulated tonight because I was running around like a crazy person before the live, trying to get ready. So I need to take a deep breath and calm down for a second. Okay, All right, here's the flower cart bundle. So we have these beautiful stamp sets. There's a nice Happy Mother's Day sentiment. I like these sentiments. Very cute, lots of pieces, lots of little dies, which I love. So a lot of little things we're gonna cut out. I didn't use everything in here, but we are gonna use a lot of the things tonight with the dies. And I've done some pre-cutting, so hopefully that's going to help. In this first card too, we're also gonna use the zinnias embossing folder, or you could use any embossing folder that you would like. And we're going to use the Stylish Shapes dies, just this one right here for the background banner. And then, so sad that these are gone already, but if you get the kit, I will have die cut this for you, this Thoughtful Expressions dies, and we're going to use this big one right here. All right, we will miss those, won't we? Here are our pieces for the first kit. Okay, so I've got something for stamping and die cutting. We have our card base, which we're doing in Melon Mambo, and 8.5, 5.5 score to 4 1/4, and then I have a 5 1/4 by 4 that we're going to do on the inside, and we're also going to stamp on that. Then I just have a couple of layers. So I did a 5 1/4 by 4, again, so that's 3 pieces of the way, right? And then this one is 5 by 3 3/4. It's Calypso Coral, and I ran it through. Now you can see the stems kind of go this way. On the other card I did, the stems kind of went that way, but truly it doesn't matter that much because once we put the stuff over it, you're not really going to see any stems, you're just going to see the flowers. So either way is fine to emboss it, or use a different embossing folder that you have, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put, let's see, we'll start by putting this on the white layer, and then we're gonna wrap some ribbon around it before we adhere it to the card base. But we'll do that in a little bit. Let me put that aside and let's get going on some stamping because I feel like we have a lot of stamping to do. So here's that shape I told you about. This is just very skinny, and I'm going to trim this down a little more. This is a 1/2 inch, and I think it's about 3 inches. But I feel like I want it even a little bit skinnier, but I may stamp it first and then just trim it down a little with either scissors or a trimmer. I've got this other piece of Calypso Coral included in the kit, and we're going to die cut a banner. Let me keep those dies handy so I can let you know what we're using. And look at my banner is missing. I wonder if it's, oh, here it is. I thought I dropped it. Okay, it's right here. Very skinny, cute little banner. So we need one of those in Calypso Coral. So I've die cut that already. Let's put that right there. Hopefully it won't get lost. All right, we're ready to do some stamping. Here, make sure that's not covered up. Okay. All right, so we're gonna stamp on this too. Lots and lots of stamping. All right, let's get out. And I'm using like a bunch of ink pads. I feel like half my ink pads are out tonight. Okay, Melon Mambo, we're going to stamp Happiest Birthday to You on this skinny piece of basic white. Okay, it's a little crooked, and since I wanted to cut it down anyway, we will adjust that a little bit. So let me get out the paper trimmer and see if I can trim this a little bit straighter and a little bit skinnier. It's hard to get it straight, right? I should have just made it the right size first and forced myself to stamp it straight. But we're doing okay. Wow, that is not very straight at all, is it? We're just going to keep hacking away until we get it right. Until we are satisfied. Okay. All right. I'm good with that. It only took how many tries? About 4 tries? Okay. Let's see if we can get the rest of the stamping done right. Okay. Let's do the fun part, which one of the fun parts I think is this flower stamp. So we're going to do some Mossy Meadow. And this is a 2-step stamp. So we're going to start by doing the leaves. Super, super fun. And we're going to do a bunch of these tonight. So I'm just going to ink up in Mossy Meadow. And this is kind of the leaf background. Then we're going to get our other stamp, which is the flowers. And we're going to do these in Calypso Coral. It was hard, excuse me, for me when I was doing this class to decide what color do I want the flowers. And all right, am I in frame? You can see what I'm doing. So I'm probably going to stick my head over a little bit so you can see where the white's going to line up, these white spaces. We're going to put the flowers right inside these white spaces. And I'm kind of on an angle, so I'm struggling a little bit. There, I think that came out pretty good. Okay, so we have our flowers. We're going to die cut this out, and this die cut is perfect. It fits absolutely perfectly over that, so that gets die cut out. And we have that there ready to go. The other thing you're going to stamp on this big piece is you're going to do in Melon Mambo the little canopy. So we'll just put that right up here, just like that. And that also is going to get die cut. And so we have this die right here. Again, works perfectly. Okay, so we've got that. Now there's another one similar to it. And let me show you that one. So this one, you can just die cut out of cardstock and you'll get a canopy. And then there's this other piece that you can put die cut also out of paper and then assemble one this way. Okay, actually I think it goes this way. All right, in a different color to make the little stripes on the canopy. So a couple different choices with that. All right, so that gets cut out. So we've got that there. Is there anything we need to stamp and die cut? I think that's it for the die cutting. Okay, let me put that aside. All right, next, let's do the inside. And I just did this again on the inside. I guess I could have done that both at the same time had I been thinking about it. Everything's still handy. And I just kind of want it at the bottom of my card, right like this. And then we'll do the same thing with the Calypso Coral. Now, if it bothers you to have the flowers just like that, you could always do the pots underneath. But I think it's going to be fine just like this at the bottom. Okay, pretty, right? Okay, so we've got the inside, we've got the die cut pieces. Now we need to stamp this part. So I'm just going to line it up kind of like this because I want my things to be kind of symmetrical. And I'm going to start with, let's see, first I'm going to start with crumb cake. Where's my crumb cake? Did I pull it out? Nope, sure didn't. I'm just going to put some pebbles on the ground as kind of our background. So let me find them. Like that. Here we go. So I'm just going to randomly just put a little bit of ground down for us. Okay, just like that. Okay, next we're going to get out pecan pie and we're going to do the cart stamp. And that's the one that looks just like this. All right. And I want that just a little bit higher because I'm going to have the wheels. So I'm going to say maybe right about here. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to get out some Memento and put the wheel stand on. And that's this stamp right here. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so memento wheels. So you can kind of see, again, everything is lining up tonight, right? We have to line everything up. And this is going to go right along the bottom edge. And this is going to kind of go at the corner. So I'm going to put it right about here. Okay. Well, I missed it by a little bit. It should have been a little bit up higher, right? What do you think, you guys? Should we start over? What do you think? I feel like it's going to look funny. I had a little space. Let's start over. Hold on. Please stand by while I pull out another shape. We'll do it quick. I'll bring it a little closer to myself this time and see if I can do it. All right. Now, would it be easier to do that piece? See, but I want the black to go over the pecan pie. Otherwise, I think it'll look funny stamped on there. So let's try one more time. Okay. All right, I'm going to get right over it this time so I can actually see through my stamp. Sorry if I'm off camera this time, but I want to get it close enough. Okay, better. I'm happy. Okay, the rest of it we're just going to put together. So we're going to glue some things on. So I'm going to put this in the background, but I'm going to put it just a little bit higher. So I'm just going to put some adhesive right along here. And then, because I don't want to put it exactly, because I want to make sure there's enough room for the flower. So I'm just going to go a little bit high like that. Then I've got enough room here that I can just set my flowers on. And I think that's good. Actually, I'm going to break down just a little bit because I don't like the way the edges are showing. I probably had this a little bit lower last time. Let's get some dimensionals and put our flowers on. And then we're just going to glue the banner on, and then we can finish assembling everything. There we go. That looks pretty, right? A cute little cart. I like it. All right, little teeny tiny banner. We need some dots of glue. Okay, where's my little tweezer friend? And I'm just going to put this from corner to corner right there. Okay, easy, right? Okay, let's put the ribbon. We've already used that, so that can go away. Are you guys sad about this ribbon retiring too? I don't know. I have a couple of rows, but I feel like I should have ordered just a little bit extra. Now we do have the other one, but that's more of a very vanilla. So I don't know. I really like this one. It was super handy for things. And the reason, I know black seems like maybe an odd choice here, this ribbon, but I wanted to just pick up a little black because otherwise the wheels were like the only thing that was black in the whole card. So I thought, let's just add a little bit more black, kind of try and tie things together a little bit. Okay, now we can put this onto the card base. Okay, and we will pop this up. I must have something on my fingers because I feel like I'm getting things kind of dirty. Okay. Right about here. Good. Yeah, I think last time my wheels were way down lower, like this whole cart was a little bit lower. All right, inside, easy to put on. And then we're going to do our sentiment. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So now you can flag this yourself, or if you have the little, you know, I feel like I've been spoiled and I've always had this, so I haven't done too much of the flagging with scissors, but I guess I'm going to have to learn how since this is retired. A little bit more. Okay. Just a little bit. I'm going to actually use a little bit of glue because I think my seal is going to be too wide. And I kind of want to center that on here. Okay, and we'll pop that up at the bottom. Then we're going to put some rhinestones, and we're just going to color those with Melon Mambo, a dark Melon Mambo blend. Now, if you don't like this color combination, use any color combination that you like. This is the one that I'm going to provide in the kit. But also, I wanted to say, maybe you don't like the embossed part. You can always put like a pretty flower background, which would be pretty. I was kind of thinking after, well, this morning, which was an inconvenient time to be thinking about this, I should have used maybe that Countryside Corners. What was the paper that went with that, with the pretty blue flowers? That would have been maybe a nice color combination. All right, let me just color a few of the basic rhinestone jewels, and we'll put those on. I think I'm going to have to put a new tip on here. I'm out. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it. That was the first card, just like that. Okay. Do you guys like this set? Do you guys have this set? Have you made anything with this set yet? Let me put this here. Okay. Let's move on to the second card. So the next one, okay, oh, I hear the doorbell downstairs, which is why the dogs are barking, and I think that's actually my Stampin' Up order that just came. All right, we're gonna do this one next. And so this one, we're using a little bit, this background is from the Les Shops paper. So we've got this, we use this piece for kind of the street underneath. And let me see if I have a full piece of paper to show you. I've got a couple different ones in here. Well, this one's almost full. And it's just a nice background because it has all the different shops. So I thought, okay, that's a pretty background, right? You would have, naturally you would see a flower cart out in front of that. And a little bit of the blue that's kind of skyish. So I thought that was a really pretty background. And then we decided to use some different colors. So this time we're going to use Berry Burst, and we're going to use some of the Bubble Bath. We have a Bubble Bath background. And then I decided to go ahead with the Fresh Freesia flowers. The Bubble Bath were just too light when I stamped them on. So we're going to do Fresh Freesia for that. Okay, so let me get out our pieces. And what we're adding to this one, everything I've already talked about is what we're going to use on this one. So, okay. This time we're going to use thick, basic, oh no, we're using, I'm sorry, lost my mind for a minute. Bubble Bath, basic card. Now, here's what happened. After I cut these, I realized, oh, I'm so used to doing it this way. I cut it wrong. This was actually an 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2 to open it this way, right? And that way I could tie the ribbon around here. So the alternative to that, if it's cut wrong, is you can just tie the ribbon around the DSP and then put it on like that. But I'm going to actually get out a piece of Bubble Bath, and let's just cut it the right way. So I'm going to do it at 4 1/4, and then score it at 5 1/2. This down a little, and then we'll have the right card base. All right, make sure that's lined up. Okay, all right, there we go. We have this for the inside that we're going to stamp on. Now I've got 5 1/4 of, I have 4 by 4 piece of the little shop paper. And then this is 4 inches by 1 1/4. So that's going to be what we're going to have for our base. Okay, so we might as well get that part done. Put this aside, move these aside. Let's put that down right away. And then we can tie our ribbon whenever we're ready. Get that kind of straight. And then we'll put our little pebbled, what do you call that, you guys, when you have that kind of a little, it's kind of on the tip of my tongue. What is that called? Like a pebbled path, maybe? I'm not sure. Cobblestone? Is that the word I'm looking for? Kind of a cobblestone look to it. Okay, so now we're going to need to do our cart. All right. And so I've given you some pieces in your kit. This is going to be for stamping and die cutting again. This is gold, and we're going to cut our wheels out of this and the little banner out of this. Then I have a piece, this is just a scrap of pecan pie that we're going to do the actual cart. So again, let me show you what we're using. This is the piece that die cuts the little wooden cart. This part up here you don't need. Whoa. You can keep it if you want, because it can be a backdrop to your flowers, you know, so you have something to stick them to. But you're just going to die cut it this way, and it's going to come out just like this. Okay, so we have that piece. Then out of the gold, we're going to do the wheels. So you're going to do that, and then the little banner again. Okay. So now we've got, and the wheels cut into 2 pieces. So you end up with 2 pieces like this. So we've got those 2 pieces. And where's my little gold banner? Oops, and we also have a little leg stand. So that was all from the same die. All right, did I cut out a little gold banner? Did I see something fall on the floor before? All right, I'm not seeing the banner right this second. We'll see if it turns up, or we may have to cut one. Now there's another little piece, which I think is kind of cool, and I didn't put it in the sample, but we're gonna put it on this card, is this little railing. So you can cut that out of the gold too. So we have a cute little gold railing, right like that. Okay, all right, so we've got those pieces here ready to go. Now, the stamping, this time we're gonna use Berry Burst. And we're gonna stamp the pots this time. And this is the little pot stand. And we'll just do that right down here, because we're gonna die cut that. And then we're going to do the flowers this time. I used Granny Apple Green. Hold on, there's a lot of switching back and forth between all these stamps and stuff. So this time, Granny Apple Green. Let me just look really quick and see, what are we doing in the inside? So as long as we've got this open, let's do in the bottom corner, we're just going to do a single pot, which is this stamp right here on the inside. Okay. All right, we can put that one away now. Oh, the other thing we're going to do is, again, we're going to do another canopy. So I'll do that up here at the top. That'll be die cut as well. Okay, on to the Granny Apple Green. Pick your green for these leaves. We're using 3 different greens for the different leaves tonight. So we'll do this one right here. It's a little bit brighter in the Granny Apple. I'm running out of places to put my blocks. Okay, and then for the flowers this time, we're gonna do Fresh Freesia. is right here. And I think that makes for a nice bright combination. Let me pull this down a little bit. Oh, you guys, did you see what I did? This was supposed to be the inside of my card, and all this is supposed to go on here. So silly. Now I'm going to have to do the inside again. I should pay attention better. Okay, very pretty, very pretty. Okay, 5 1/4 by 4. Happens to be handy. Let's do another little pot before the berry burst gets too far away. And remember that this is the inside this time. Okay. All right. Now, while the Granny Apple Green is here, we're going to start filling that flower pot. So we've got this cute little one, and you could do a whole bunch of these little pots with this too, right? So I'm just trying to show you like all the different stamps in this set. Okay, there's that. Okay, now on the inside, I actually ended up using Melon Mambo. You could also use the Fresh Freesia, but since we're using all the stamp pads we have tonight, let's add some flowers in that. Now this one's a little trickier because it's almost, I really had to look at this one to decide where does this one go. And I'm doing that again because, and what I found is, see how they kind of like spring up? That's the top right there. So let's see if I can get this lined up. So the green shows through. Close. We're going to call that close. Okay, that's going to be the inside. Now we can just finish stamping. So the other thing that we need to stamp, we've got this, we've got this. We need to get the pecan pie out and do our cute little stand. Little whiteboard. It's going to go outside as well. In pecan pie, and then we'll do a happy hello in the black. All right. Hold on, let me find that one because I've got a little tiny avalanche that happened over here. Do you guys like playing with little pieces? Okay. All right. Time for some die cutting. And we have done it. So on this one, we're going to die cut this one like that. We've got our Granny Apple Green and Fresh Freesia. We've got our pots cut out. We've got that. And then we need this little sign. All right. And I die cut that as well. All right. All that's ready to go. We're going to start assembling everything. So let's just start by putting the inside so that's not in the way. Okay, just like that. All right, now we're going to start building. So this is a little bit tricky, this part right here. So it took me a minute to figure out how do all the pieces go. And what I discovered is this one's going to kind of go here behind, and then it's going to attach to this one in front. So this piece is going to attach to this piece, right? And that's going to go right about here. So I'm actually going to use a little glue dot right here and try and attach those two pieces first. And good, I have half a glue dot, which is perfect. And so that's going to kind of, if this goes here and this goes here, that's going to go just like that. Okay? All right. So what are we going to need some glue on? We're going to need a little bit of glue on the outside right here and on the inside right here. And not the whole thing, just the part that's going to attach to the cart. All right, so this is gonna kind of go, I want it up higher, like right about there. And I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I'm just gonna put it aside for a second. Where's my silicone mat so nothing gets stuck to it? And I'm just gonna set it aside so it dries for a minute and doesn't stick to anything. Okay, we're gonna attach our flower pot to our flowers. So I'm just gonna use, again, just a thin little bit of glue right here. And we'll put the flowers here. I still want some of these little white stripes to shine through, so I think that's pretty good like that. And while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and already put some dimensionals on here. And I want some right on the seam to kind of help secure it. All right, so we've got that ready to go. Now the canopy, we've added a little bit more color. So I took a Bubble Bath blend, and I think it was the light one. Let me just double check the little piece of paper. I think that's good. So I just wanted to color it in a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color these. And you know what, let me get my other tip out because I think I'll have better luck with that. Just to add a little additional color to this. I didn't find my gold banner yet, did I? We might have to cut a new one. Usually the little tiny parts, I cut a couple in case I lose one, but I apparently did not. Okay, so we have our canopy right there. Okay, so I think we've got this a little bit more dry. So the other thing we're gonna do then is this little stand, we're gonna attach back here like this, okay? And that's a little bit trickier. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm not that good with the glue, is try and add a little bit of seal here and see if I can just stick that down. Let me just make sure I have it facing the right way because I want the straight part to be here. So right about like that. Go up just a little bit. I want this straight. Okay, it's good except my fingers are stuck to it. See if I can peel my fingers off. Okay, so now let me add a little bit of dimensionals to kind of hold everything in place. One, we'll do one over that one and one over the wheels. What do you think? You think it's going to hold together? I think it's going to. Okay, so let's start by putting our cart where we want it, which I think will be right about here. I like it with the gold. Do you guys like the gold? I like it with the gold wheels. I think it looks really pretty that way. All right, so let's put this right about here and then we'll start building from there. Okay. We're gonna put our flowers inside just a little bit, like right about here. And then we're gonna tuck the other one behind. So I think we can go ahead and put this down first and then put the canopy behind. Let's tuck these in a little bit. All right, let's get our canopy. And this I'm just putting straight down. I'm not gonna pop this up. I want the flowers to kind of stand out a little bit. So let's tuck that behind a little bit. Good. Is it straight? I want to make sure it's straight up there. Okay, that's good. What are we going to do about our gold banner, you guys? Hold on. Let me just look and see if it fell down here because I know I cut it. And I saw something go flying earlier, but okay, we're gonna cut it. It'll only take us a second. Where's my, hold on, now I lost the gold piece. Where did I put the gold piece? There it is. Too big of a piece. I think the little detail is worth it. Okay, did you see what happened? This popped out from behind. What are you doing? No, no, no. I feel like that's gonna need a little bit of another half of a glue dot. Where's my other half? We're just gonna tuck that behind. Gotta do a little bit of surgery on this card. Okay, that's not going anywhere now. All right, a little bit of glue on the banner. Just add another little gold touch. Sorry, I know this is taking a long time, but these are very detailed little dies and things. Okay, that's looking pretty good for our flower card. Let's put on our little railing, because I think that would be cute in the gold. Now you could also use adhesive sheets to cut these things out if you don't want to play with the glue. And this is going to go just like this. Just hold it for a second. Nice, cute little touch, right? I like it. Okay, let's pop up our little sign. Now, if you were really ambitious, you could also do another one of those single pots like we did on the inside, and you could put a little pot out here too, but I felt like it's a little bit crowded. We don't really need it. And in this particular one, we have a little white one in the background. Let's get out some of our dragonflies, and we'll just pop a couple little dragonflies on. All right, and then last, let's just add a little bit of that ribbon embellishment. This is from an online exclusive, and we're just going to wrap this around just to add just a little extra something at the top. What is going on here? That looks like it was taped together. Weird, right? Hopefully this is long enough. And this is a little bit crooked. Let's try and straighten that out. Looks, I feel like this piece of ribbon feels like it's been through something already. I don't know what. Okay. Let's be picky and get our bow right. And then just trim off the ends. Okay, that one took a minute, but I think it was worth it to get the detail in the gold. I think the gold's really pretty, and you can see compared to the two, I like it much better with the railing. I think the railing really adds something to it, don't you? All right, you guys, that is card number 2. How did that one come on the inside? That one was a little bit better on the inside. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next card. Okay, so this one, and I feel like I'm kind of all over the place with colors tonight. When I was doing this, I was playing a lot with the different colors. I didn't like just pick one suite of DSP and colors and make everything the same. So it's just a little bit different tonight. Okay, and the reason, so let me explain why I did this one. So I thought I really want to use more of a clay colored pot, you know, like those clay colored pots that we have. And you guys remember a while ago, we had that one dye, one color that was like perfect. Was it wasn't copper clay. Let me see if I can see it here. Was it the terracotta tile or something else, but it was perfect, right? But we have this right here, and so this is Cajun Craze, and I thought, all right, I'm going to start with that, and that's kind of where I got the other colors from. But I also wanted to show you how to get different colors of the flowers in here, so you could have different colors on the same one. Okay, so for this one, we're also adding in the dies that are countryside corners. So we're going to cut out this little frame and this little background right here. I also used the exposed brick embossing folder to do the white background right here. Let me show you a little bit up close. Okay, otherwise it's a pretty easy, pretty simple card. Let me get the pieces out. All right, so Calypso Coral, standard card base for real this time. 8.5 by 5.5, scored to 4 1/4. It's going to lay this way, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And on the inside, we're just going to stamp a couple of the pots, 2 pots this time. All right, so we'll do that stamping and see if I can, I probably won't get them mixed up this time because the other piece that I have to stamp on for the flowers is smaller. It's just this piece of scrap right here, okay? 5 1/4 by 4 basic white, and I ran that through the embossing folder, so that is going to be our layer here. For our background, it's almost like a brick with a window in it, right? That's kind of what the look kind of looks like. Okay, if you wanted to get fancy, you could do a window sheet over it too. That might look really pretty. Okay, all right, so this is the background, Calypso Coral. Then we have this frame that we're gonna pop up, and you can either use mini dimensionals for it, you can use some of the foam strips, whatever you have, or cut off some sides of your dimensionals, whatever you have to go ahead and pop this up. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's do our stamping, and then I have this also from the Countryside Corners. It's the smallest one to do the Happy Mother's Day. All right, so let's do that part first because that's the easy part. So Happy Mother's Day right there, and we're gonna do Calypso Coral. Whoa, hold on, you guys, I lost you on my iPad. I had to bring you back for a minute. Okay. All right, Happy Mother's Day. All right, that is set and ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna do our flowers. Let me move my chair closer because I keep almost falling out of it. Calypso Coral flower pots this time. I'm sorry, I lied. Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze. All right, I'm going to put this actually at the top. We're going to die cut it so it doesn't matter. All right. Okay, next I'm using Mossy Meadow again for the leaves. Then, as you guessed, we're going to use some Post-it tape to put the flowers in. And we're going to use one color at a time. And I wasn't sure what I used for the purple ones. I thought, was it Gorgeous Grape or Highland Heather? I believe it was Highland Heather. So, excuse me. Let me clean off that. So we're going to work our way from left to right. I want to make sure this is dry. All right, lots of Post-it tape. So we're just going to section off one section at a time. So we're going to do this first section first. So I'm just taking a little Post-it tape like that. Then I'm going to pick up the Highland Heather, just like that, and pull the Post-it tape off. And we're going to go ahead and stamp that one. Okay, pretty. We've got purple. Next, we're going to use the Calypso Coral. And we're going to repeat the same thing. I want to make sure my Post-it tape's going to stick. Okay. So on this one, we have to do 2 sides because this next one we're going to do right here. Let me move this closer so you can see. Let me get this out of the way for a minute. So we're going to take this one and tape it off. And then we're going to tape this one and tape it off. Pick it up in Calypso Coral. And go ahead and put that one down. All right. Next, Daffodil Delight. Yeah, you know, Lisa, you can color them with your markers, your Stampin' markers. I tried that first and I didn't have much luck with it. I don't know. For me, the colors just don't stay. I've tried the huffing. I didn't have good luck with that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it the hard way. But I feel like the colors are more vibrant when you use the stamps. But I know you can do it that way too with the markers. All right. These almost look like tulips now in Daffodil. All right, hold on. Where's my white parts? Okay, one more color. We're going to do Melon Mambo. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to teach me how to do it right. Okay, and this is the last one. I'm overthinking this one. Okay, so there you go. We've got 4 different colors, okay? Then we're going to take our die. Whoa, hold on. That's what happens when you use like 100 ink pads. Hold on, sorry. Okay. Pick these up because we're going to need these later. Okay, die cut those. So I die cut the flowers out already. I have a set of the pots, so we've got that all set and ready to go. All right. I think we can start assembling some things. Oh, let's do the inside now that I put all the stamps away. So all I did for that was the 2 little pots again in Cajun Craze. Make this one just a little bit higher like that. Mossy Meadow, again for the leaves. I'm starting a new pile. Hold on. Because I'm rotating all my stamp pads. Hold on, I lost the Mossy Meadow. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. And lastly, I use the Calypso Coral for the flowers. Gonna bring it down. Sorry, guys, gotta see a little bit. Okay, there is our inside. Oh, you guys, did you see what I did? Shame on me. It's the wrong way. Look at that. It's got to go this way. Well, we're not going to redo it. You guys saw the basic thing. That's what we're doing. Sorry about that. maybe we'll have to do a different card facing that way sometime. Okay, so let's do the outside of the card. We're going to just start by putting this right in the middle. Let's put it right side up. It's upside down night. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do everything upside down. All right, whatever you want to stick this up. What should we use? Should we try some mini dimensionals? I think we'll try that. We'll just kind of do some corners. Upside down night is over. We're not doing that anymore. I'm going to get the last cards correct. So again, this would be really pretty in like the blues. You could do it in the pinks, and you know me, I like my berry burst and the pinks. You could do it in a whole bunch of different color combinations. Okay, let's add just 2 more just for good measure. All right. Okie dokie. This is just going to go straight up over the top. I feel like I hear thunder. Is it supposed to storm tonight? I just heard thunder. I'm sure I heard thunder. Weird. Okay, let's glue this together and pop it up. Now I want to go look at the, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the weather today. I didn't really look at the Weather Channel app today to see what was going on, but maybe we're getting storms tonight. Or maybe something's exploding in the distance. I don't know. Okay, we glued again, just like we did before. And let's get some dimensionals. I think I want one more. Oh, look, I just got popped up on my iPad, a rain alert, 8:12. What time is it now? 8 o'clock. So something is coming our way. I wasn't crazy. It was thunder. Okay, I think for this, we are just going to add some seal. Nice and easy. Right across the bottom. Just like that. Let's embellish with a couple of butterflies. One, two, and we'll just put one on the label. Okay, now aside from the inside being missing, that's it. That is card number 3, you guys. And again, this is what the inside is supposed to look like. All right. Okay, there we go. One more card. Now this one is totally kind of out of my color scheme that I usually use, right? So I took this paper from that, I always forget the name, something eclectic, delightfully eclectic paper. And because I was just looking for something that had a flower background on it that we could put our flowers against. So I have this card right here. And so then I just went obviously with the colors that were in the DSP, the fresh freesia and the shaded spruce, a little bit of the garden green that we're using there, and of course the night of navy. So that's what we're going to do. And then when we're finished with this one, remind me, I'm going to show you now because I will probably forget. I always say I'm going to show you stuff, then I lie and don't show you. But I went back to my old standby, and I also did an alternative. So this one is same. It's DSP from that same pack, which is one of my favorites, and the Berry Burst and the pinks, and I did this in Fresh Freesia. So there's the pink version. And you guys, this is more in my wheelhouse, but I was trying to break out a little bit. Plus, I didn't want to put this in the kit because I have used the heck out of this paper and I did not have enough to send out everybody kits this week in the pink. So, and as a matter of fact, I just threw this together last night at the last minute because I was like, oh, I just have to see what it would look like in the pink. All right, but this is what we're going to make. So what we're adding to that is, again, another retiring product. So sad that this is going to go. Basic Borders dies, and we use this die right here. We're going to have to be inventive and use all new stuff, right? But we can do it. Sometimes when things retire and we start using other things that are new, we love them just as much. Okay, so again, we did the 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. So this is shaded spruce. And then at about 1 inch, I just laid it flat and ran it through my die cutting machine just like this and took about 1 inch off the end with the border. And so now we have this nice border that's going to fold like this. And then, hold on, I don't want to lose this die. Okay, then on the inside, we're going to start with 5 1/4 by 4. So we might as well just put it down. This is another nice, easy card to make. I have that DSP that I was telling you about. So the dimensions for this are, it's really 4 by 5 1/4, but I believe we've just cut it into 2 different pieces. So this one is 4 by 4, and this is 4 by 1 1/4. All right, and we can go ahead and put these down. Like that. And then this one at the bottom. Okay, and then the card will do that, and it'll open like that. Okay. All right, then we just used from the Stylish Shapes dies, we used a couple different shapes. We used the largest square and then the next size down, Night of Navy, Fresh Freesia. So we're gonna go ahead and put those together. And I didn't want the card to get too crazy high, so I'm just using seal to put these down. I didn't pop it up. Now, if you wanted to pop this layer up and make it even higher, you could do that too. As a matter of fact, let's pop it up and see if we like it better, which way we like it better. I'm just checking. All right, I'm just reading a couple comments. Yeah, Renee, the pink one is definitely more me than the blue. Yeah, for sure. I know. How can I break out of making every card that I do pink? Let's not do that. All right, let's put this into a diamond shape and pop it up like that. All right. We have this Stylish Shapes die that we're going to, wow, that just flew out of nowhere. We're going to do I Love How Our Friendship Has Grown. And we'll do that in Garden Green. I feel like I'm playing Jenga over here with my, my stamp pad. This one was all the way on the bottom. Okay. All right, now I'm not gonna show you the flowers because we've done them a few times now, right? So, but for the flowers, I did a Night of Navy pot, and then I used Garden Green this time for the leaves and Fresh Freesia for the flowers. Okay, so I've already die cut that out like that, stamped and die cut it, and then also the pot. So let's just put this together. I mean, the possibilities are endless with the set, all the different color combinations that you could do. And it's, I don't know, it's just cute to have little pots of flowers, I feel like. I was thinking maybe next Thursday, I should come on and go live since I'm not doing my regular live on Tuesday and just do like a kit or something. Maybe that little dog kit, which is so darn cute. It's just adorable. I love that kit. And maybe do some alternatives or something. We'll see how much time I have on Wednesday. Maybe we'll do something like that next week instead, because I hate to be out the whole week. All right, that goes like that. This is going to go on the inside, and this is, again, just 4x4. Basic white. Wait, I already have it. Oh, this piece right here was for the stamping and die cutting. Okay, let's add, this time I used some of the iridescent pearl basic jewels. I don't know, is this one retiring, you guys? I don't remember if this one's retiring or not. I haven't got it all memorized yet. Okay, so I'm just going to add a big one up here and then a little one. And then another little one kind of to balance down here. And then I thought I'd add a few across the bottom, because you just can't have too many pearls, right? Okay, that's it. That's all of our cards for tonight. All right, you guys, that's the last card. If you guys are interested in the kit this week, place your order of $35 or more on my Stampin' Up! Website by Saturday. And then here's the host code, 3NYVUNDK. If you order this week, the orders will not go out on Monday as usual. They'll go out a few days later, but I'll get them out right away. Let me just show you the cards that we made again tonight. So we've got all our little flower cards to start with. We did these cards. I think this one's my favorite for sure. I like this one a lot, especially the one with the extra railing. I like that one. Okay, then we have this with the multicolored flowers that we did. And then we did the blue and we added a little pink just for good measure. If you guys would like the project and measurement sheet, it'll be in tomorrow's email if you're on my list. If you're not on my list, just email me and I'll just send it to you. Okay, so that you'll have it. Just remember, if you are placing an order, check the last chance products. There's some really great bargains. I've ordered some stuff. There's some awesome little things. And don't forget about the kits. Some really cute kits this month. This is the one I was thinking we should do because it's so darn cute with the little kitty and the puppy. I don't know. We'll see how next week goes. I think that's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, okay. Lois says she's more blue than pink. That's awesome. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you maybe next week. All right, bye-bye.